Hey guys, it's Ramon Jimenez again. Today I'm going to teach you a couple of life hacks which you can put either in the corporate environment or the office environment to the test. We're going to be talking about my favorite topic, the chocolate bowl. So give you a little bit of a history about this. About 15 years ago, my manager once said to me, Ramon, the currency of any project is chocolate. Now at the time, it didn't quite occur to me what she really meant by it until I put it into practice. So at the time, we were part of a global implementation team, which means I was in direct contact with people from many countries, many cultures, and I realized that chocolate is actually quite universal. It's a way to be able to share the different chocolates where you come from, which is again from from food. People are able to share a little bit of where they come from, how chocolate is made, and what kind of brands are made available. But it goes further than that. I realized that after the global implementation teams, chocolate played a very, very big role in my life, moving up through corporate or even in an office environment where you're dealing with people from operations, and I'll share that with you. So obviously, whenever one of us would come from another country, we realized that many people were asking for, hey, can you bring us some chocolate? And that became a regular practice at the team. And actually it became expected. But quite recently I actually found a different way to share my chocolate. And that is with, I was in a corporate cubicle environment, and I laid out a chocolate bowl. Again, it's different from the way I experienced it, bringing chocolates or treats over to my team and receiving it from other people when they came from different countries. But I realized that when I put a chocolate bowl down and the people in my office realized that, hey, somebody has some chocolate. Now, a lot of people will say, well, Ramon, not a lot of people like chocolate. My experience dictates otherwise. So what chocolate does, or what at least I've seen it do, is that not only do people who I know, who work with me, come over to my desk after maybe a stressful call or while they're pondering the solution for a very complex problem, or they just want to shoot the breeze with somebody. And people are creatures of habit. So if they know that there's a chocolate bowl somewhere, chances are they're going to come over to your cubicle. Now that was all well and good with the people that I was working with directly, but I realized that there were other people that were coming from different departments, actually, 1,500 steps away from clear across the office, would come over to my desk. People I wouldn't know. So I got to know them. People that I wouldn't regularly work with. I got introduced to different amounts of people from different departments, which allowed me to learn more and know more about people that weren't necessarily in the same line of work that I was in. But I probably wouldn't hurt to have met. And so that's where it came as an epiphany to me, that chocolate, number one, was universal. Number two, was a good way to break the ice. Number three, was a good way to actually get to know people that I regularly wouldn't get to know on my regular day-to-day work. So let's talk a little bit about some of the things that I learned about chocolate. Now, regardless of whether it's a Reese's American made, rather cheap to come by, or you have a Lindt, makes a big difference, because if it's a regular Reese's, maybe somebody wouldn't venture to walk 1,500 steps. But they might for this. Now, that said, the quality of chocolate actually makes a difference, but it also has to deal with your personality. Are you a type of person that's easily approachable? I realize that chocolate makes it easy for people to kind of get over that barrier and talk to you. And I love that. I love the fact that people love chocolate. And every now and then you're going to hear somebody say, Ramon, you're killing me because you only always have chocolate. Why don't you bring some fruit? Don't lie to yourself. While I did bring fruit every now and then, at the end of the day, everybody loves chocolate. So it helped me break a couple of the barriers that most people would not come to me for any other reason. But it also meant that sometimes when I was doing some work, the flip side of chocolate is that when you're trying to concentrate for yourself or you're in the middle of a conference call, somebody will come over, peek over at your cubicle and say, hey, can I have some chocolate? And that's okay most of the time. And most of the time people have the social maturity to actually say, ooh, I might be bothering him. I might come back later. But guess what? The word's already out. They're going to come over to you when they're ready to talk. Sometimes the best conversations I've had were over chocolate. Somebody would come over, had a tough conversation, had a tough day, and they would say, can I have some chocolate? And then they might stay a while and talk to you about, Ramon, this is what happened, blah, 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 what would you do? And so not only did it allow me to get to know people on the surface, but I actually ended up learning more about them. Sometimes they have family problems. Sometimes, there are things that they regularly wouldn't share with just anybody, but they were sharing it with me. The next question is that, are you that type of personality that people would go through? And like I said, try it. Chocolate is a universal favorite for most people. Enjoy it. I hope this helps. Let me know how it works for you. Talk to you later. Bye.